Hey everybody, how you doing? Mikey's here with something different. It's an experiment. Um, let's go for a walk in the Wayback Machine. Let's take a look at some history. Um, those of you who watched some of my more recent videos, I finally got my hands on some American dry nasal snuff. Stuff packs a punch. It's very dry. It's very fine. Wreaked havoc on my sinuses. Yes. Yeah. Anyway, historically, sometimes this is referred to as old lady snuff or southern lady tobacco, old lady snuff, stuff like that. I don't know how much historical backing there is to this or how much of it is an anecdote, but apparently dry snuff like this was very popular, especially with the more mature ladies out there down in the South, a way for them to get their tobacco. They would take dry snuff, they would take a stick and kind of gnaw on the ends of the stick, dip it in the tobacco, shove it in their mouth, and they'd gnaw on it that way. Some people even go so far as to say that was the precursor to dip. You know, using a stick, putting it in nasal snuff, which was one of the older forms, original forms of tobacco, and throwing it in there. So, what I have done, I went online and I looked for sticks that you could use for putting in your mouth. And I came across these guys. They are not from the South. These are African. Miswak, siwak sticks. And these are meant for like nature's toothbrush, basically. You gnaw on them. They have fibrous tips, and people use them to like keep their mouths clean, brush their teeth, stuff like that. So anyway, how do you use them? You peel, you chew, you brush, you cut, and repeat. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these vacuum sealed toothbrush sticks, dip it in said snuff, and in it goes. So let's try this. Anyway, first thing first, let's open up the stick. This box comes with 12 of them in there. Got 12 little vacuum sealed sticks, and they even give you a couple of these holders to hold your sticks in between uses. So anyway, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm trying this on the fly. If I can get this out of said package. This vacuum seal. The vacuum seal is strong with this one. Here we go. There we go. There. It's a stick. This smells like a wet root. If you've ever been working around trees weeding your garden, and that fresh earthy scent when you're pulling up roots, that's what this smells like. I'm going to take said knife, peel the little thin bark-like substance away from the edge per the directions, and so you get some whittling time in while you're doing this. And yeah, this is very fibrous. I can see, yeah, the fibers run along this, and you just squish it, it kind of expands out. Let's open up said can of snuff, which is, woo, okay, yeah. I don't know if you can see that on camera. I pop the lid and just poof. This stuff is so dry and so fine. So we have our extremely dry, extremely fine nasal snuff, dipping in said stick, getting a good coating, and biting on it a bit, getting the brush going out there. And I guess this is what they used to do. All my spittoons are down in the sink. Just got done cleaning them, so I don't have a spitter. And I'm not sure about swallowing this stuff. Good thing I'm in my garage. I'm just spitting on the floor. I'm being a slob today. Pardon me. Flavor? It's interesting. Kind of a woody vegetable type flavor. The tobacco is giving it some rather interesting. But apparently this is the way they did it back in the day. They probably use like a willow stick or something like that. Dip in your tobacco and gnaw on your stick. I don't know. What is ladylike about walking around with a stick hanging out of your mouth? I don't know. How is this ladylike? Someone answer that for me. How is this ladylike? A fine, proper Southern woman with a stick hanging out of her mouth. Piece of twigs. Some of this root stuff coming off. Anyway, I don't know. I don't have a clue. Reload. I think I got quite a bit on there. Interesting flavor with the tobacco. The woodiness combining with the tobacco is very vegetable like, of course. Oh, great. I swallowed some. This should be interesting. Nicotine hit? Yeah, I'm feeling it. Not real bad, but I'm definitely feeling, I have absorbed some nicotine through this process. I'm running around with a stick hanging out of my mouth. I don't know. But yeah, just kind of gnawing on it. The fibers are breaking down. I don't know. This is interesting, a little experiment. But anyway, apparently this was one of the forms of how people used to take tobacco. I guess in some parts of the world it is still fairly common. I guess they do it in some places in Africa. In the South, I don't know if anybody still partakes of it this way. I do hear stories. Yeah, my grandma used to do, have a stick and she'd dip it in snuff and chew on it. I don't know. Thought I'd give it a try. I feel like I'm gnawing on a stick with a little bit of a nicotine. Boop. Nothing. Well, yeah, I'm definitely feeling some nicotine. So I am getting some effect from this. The flavor primarily is a woody vegetable. That's all I'm getting. Is it bad? Not really. Is it something I'm going to do all the time? No. No, I'm not going to run around. Got little pieces of twig coming off now. Yeah, anyway, it was an interesting experiment. But anyway, yeah. Yeah. I mean, little pieces of twig in my teeth now. Great. Thought I'd just try that, share it with you guys. I don't know. Anybody out there, your grandma ever chew on a stick dipped in tobacco? If so, let me know in the comments. I'm curious how prevalent was that? Does anybody still do it? I don't know. It's curious. My curiosity has been satisfied. I hope yours is too. Anyway, if you enjoy the content, be sure to like and subscribe. I appreciate it. I am at home for a couple of days, then I'm running back up to continue my training with my new job. Really digging it. I like the company so far. After my first week, seeing how things work, yeah, I can dig it. It's good. I'll fit right in. Other than that, yeah, I'm hoping to hit some tobacco shops when I'm up there. A lot more people up there, a lot more tobacco shops. Hopefully I'll find that diamond in the rough that has some stuff that I normally can't find in this area. That's how I came across this. Walked into a tobacco shop that I've been in there like once before, and it was a long stinking time ago. Walked in there this time, and oh wow, they had some. And apparently, someone's been buying this because there were only like 3 or 4 left in the carton on the counter. So, so hopefully they'll keep stocking it. Maybe bring in some of the other types because it is something that's actually selling. Anyway, I will catch you all later with another Dip Juice new snuff or alternate product or alternate way to take a product review. My curiosity is satisfied. Probably not going to do this again. No. Chewing on a stick? I don't know. I don't get it. These are kind of big sticks. I wonder if I were to split this in half and have something smaller. I don't know. Anyway, I'll catch you all later. Y'all take care.